Yeah. We made it halfway, baby. Track 10 halfway through the movie. They thought the underdog would stay under, but look at the room right now. We poppin'. Turn the lights down, let us get it. Walking in the room, man, character vibe. Look at the circle, look at the tribe. No more dark corners, no more old tears. We celebrating after all of these years. The ice in my glass is clinking so clear. Shouting out loud so the haters can hear. We built the foundation, we did it alone. Now we just dancing on top of the throne. They wanted a tragedy, sorry to spoil. We turning the dirt into premium soil. Get ready, the beat is about to switch. 3, 2, 1, breaking the switch. Yeah, let us go. Turn up! We popping the bottles, we running the night. Everything valid, everything bright. Main character energy, look at the glow. Started from zero, now look at the show. Jump with the bass, jump with the crowd. We making the independent money so loud. Halfway to the top, we never gonna stop. Watch how the whole stadium drop. No cap on my life, I am living it best. Took all the pain and I passed the whole test. They wanna copy the style and the walk, but they cannot copy the way that we rock. From the shadow to the stage, look at the page. We rewriting history at an early age. Independent syndicate, we got the key. This is the ultimate victory spree, yeah. Main character, 10 down, 10 more to go. The party is just getting started. Track 10, we out. Dark room, empty pockets, cold wind blowing. They all left when the lights went down. No one believed, but the fire starts in the dark. Listen, staring at the ceiling, counting every single crack. World on my shoulders, no one's looking at my back. Friends turned to strangers when the money ran dry. Left me in the shadow, did not even say goodbye. Eating sleep for dinner, yeah, the hunger was real. They do not know the pain, they do not know the way I feel. Smiling to my face, but they pray that I fail. Locked inside a prison of my own broken tale. They thought the dark would swallow me alive. They thought I would lay down, that I would not survive. But the lower I get, the harder I fight. Watch the spark in my eyes turn into the light. I am in the shadows, but I'm breaking the chain. Fueling the fire with the tears and the pain. Laugh at me now, put my name in the dirt. You will never understand how much this hurt. No handouts, no love from the crowd. Living in the silence till the money gets loud. Started from zero, the ghost in the room. But the shadow is where the empire will blow. Write it in the diary, remember the date. The day I stopped waiting on luck and on fate. Every single mockery is currency to me. Investing in my vision that they cannot even see. They want me to beg, they want me to crawl. But I'm standing like a giant, I am not gonna fall. Keep your fake love, keep your plastic advice. I am paying the price, I am rolling the dice. Yeah. Look at the shadow. It is the last time you see me down here. Track 1. The journey begins. Yeah. Looking out the window. I used to think the crown had to be heavy. But then I realized I can just take it off. No more chasing ghosts, no more running. Just a clean slate. Listen. Sitting on a wooden chair, drinking fresh tea. Funny how the simple things can set a man free. I spent 5 long years just trying to be the boss. Winning every battle but ignoring the loss. Now I do not care if they love me or they hate. I'm just cleaning up the food inside my own plate. Looking in the mirror, seeing who I really am.
A boy from the dirt who survived the whole jam. The ego is a heavy ghost to carry on your back. It makes you want the things that you do not even lack. I let it go today, let it melt in the rain. No more fighting with the shadow, no more dealing with the pain. I am looking at a clean slate, starting over right. No more staring at the ceiling in the middle of the night. Got the money in the vault, but the pieces in my chest. Finally figured out how to give my soul a rest. Trading all the noise for a little bit of grace. I am no longer running in a simulated race. Yeah, the view is beautiful and the air is turning clear. I found my heaven right here. I used to want a stadium to shouting out my name. Now I just want a quiet life outside of the game. Building up a school, helping kids in the street, giving them the shoes for their little cold feet. That is the real wealth, that is the real worldwide. The only kind of treasure that you cannot even buy. Legacy is not about the numbers on the screen. It's about the broken hearts that you helped to make clean. Yeah, clean slate. Washed away the ego, kept the wisdom. Track 12, the soul is free.
Look who decided to crawl out of the woodwork. I thought I buried these ghost stories a long time ago. You see me planting gardens, and you think I forgot how to fight. You mistake my silence for weakness. That is the biggest mistake you will ever make. Listen. Shadows knocking on my iron front door, trying to drag me back to the cold basement floor. They want the old war, they want the old stress. They mad cause my new life is completely blessed. Bringing up rumors from 5 years ago, trying to put dirt on the seeds that I grow. I used to get angry, I used to lose sleep. Now I just look at how the water is deep. They think I am soft because my hands are now clean. They think I forgot the cold streets where I have been, but the warrior is sleeping. He did not die. Look at the calculation inside my eye. The ghosts are back, but I am holding the blade, protecting the kingdom that my own hands made. You cannot shake a man who has built his own ground. You cannot break a king who is wearing the crown. Don't tell your stories, go play your old game. I am no longer running, I am not the same. You brought a little spark to a volcano zone. I am standing solid on top of my throne. They want a reaction, they want me to wild, but I just sit back and I flash them a smile. I do not do the drama, I do not do the noise. I handle my business with tactical poise. You checking my assets, you checking my past, but your little clock is now ticking too fast. I am steps ahead of the play that you made. Watch how your whole little plot gonna fade. Yeah, the ghost came back, but they forgot one thing. I am the one who owns the cemetery. Track 13, solid as a rock.
You came to my house trying to start a fire, but you forgot I own the water company. I do not argue with people who live in the past. I just let my lawyers do the talking. The board meeting is over. Checkmate. Listen. While you were making noise, I was signing the paper. Moving in the dark, yeah, silent skyscraper. You brought a knife to a corporate chess game, trying so hard just to damage my clean name. But I bought the lease to the building you live in. Look at the facts, yeah, that no favor is given. I do not shout back, I do not do the shouting. I just buy the mountain that you are currently doubting. You wanted a war, but you cannot pay the fee. You were fighting to win when you were fighting with me. The trap is already closed, the locks are on the gate. Now you are standing outside and it is way too late. Checkmate. Look at the board, look at the play. Everything you built just melted away. No energy wasted, no shouting in the street. You tossed a clean victory from my executive seat. You thought you could break me, you thought I would fold, but my silent strategy is pure solid gold. Go back to the shadow, go back to the floor. I am shutting the penthouse door. I checked your receipts and I bought all your debt. The cleanest move that you have ever met. I do not need to curse, I do not need to fight. My bank account handles the wrong and the right. You chased after clout while I chased after ownership. Now I am the one who is running the whole ship. The lesson of the day is to never play a king when you are just a puppet on a little piece of string. Yeah. Checkmate. No noise, no drama. Just a quiet room on the top floor. Track 14. The board is clear.
They wanted me to build a temporary house, but I was busy drafting a blueprint for a monument. Something the wind can never blow down. Something my children's children can stand on. Look at the skyline, we built this from the dirt. Listen. No more running after trends, no more chasing the hype. I am just cementing the foundation of my own type. Every single brick I laid was heavy with the sweat, paying off the history and wiping out the debt. They are looking at the crown, but I am looking at the stone. The generational roots that are holding up the throne. I do not care about a moment that will quickly fade. I am looking at the eternal impact that we made. Let the rain wash away the temporary names. We are stepping way above the little boy games. Hear the heavy choir singing high in the sky. This is the architecture that will never die. We built a monument standing in the light, shining through the shadow of the long heavy night. Solid as a mountain, deeper than the sea. This is not a temporary story, this is history. No hands can break it, no wind can make it fall. We are building up a legacy right over the wall. Look at the concrete, look at the design. Everything we touched is finally online. I spent the first half just surviving the storm. Now I'm creating a brand new cosmic form. Investing in the youth and the broad and the weak, giving them the platform so the hopeless can speak. That is the real architecture, that is the real frame. Leaving a blueprint that is bigger than my name. We carved the vision deep into the solid granite rock, forever free from the ticking of the clock. Yeah. The monument is complete, built to last forever. Track 15. The foundation is set. We built a monument standing in the light, shining through the shadow of the long heavy night. Solid as a mountain, deeper than the sea. This is not a temporary story, this is history. No hands can break it, no wind can make it fall. We are building up a legacy right over the wall. Look at the concrete, look at the design. Everything we touched is finally online. Listen to that heartbeat. That is the only clock I care about now. They wanted me to scream to get attention, but when you are the king, you can just whisper. The war outside is over. The king is in the room. Listen. I do not need the flex, the money or the chain. The quietest man in the room is running the whole brain. I watched them trade their souls for a little bit of noise, while I just sat back and kept my tactical poise. No more shouting matches, no more online fights. I am too busy buying up the sovereign rights. Every single scar on my chest is now a map, showing the hopeless youth how to escape the trap. The crown is not heavy when it belongs to you. The sky's turning into a beautiful deep blue. Can you hear the heavy cello singing in the dark? This is the final ignition of the eternal spark. I have achieved my sovereignty, standing on the peak, giving a powerful voice to the tired and the weak. No longer seeking approval from the shallow crowd. My silent execution is making results so loud. From the bottom of the dirt, right to the holy land, everything is moving exactly how I planned. Solid as an iron mountain, peaceful as a dove. I am looking down from above. They try to study my walk, they try to copy my flow, but they cannot replicate the inner spiritual glow. I am no longer competing with anyone in sight. I'm just competing with the man in the mirror tonight. Legacy is cemented, the empire is completely secure. The intentions of my heart are completely crystal pure. We turn the dark survival into a royal regime, living out the reality of a dead boy dream. Yeah, sovereignty, absolute peace, absolute power. Track 16, the throne is quiet. Time is the only thing you cannot buy back. I looked at my empire today. The gold looks beautiful in the sunset, but the gold is just metal. The real gold is the peace inside the chest. Let the clock tick. We are ready. Listen. Watching the autumn leaves falling on the floor. I do not count the money in the bank anymore. I count the lives that I helped to repair. I count the heavy burdens that I helped to share. The shiny new cars will eventually rust. The corporate towers will crumble into dust. But the love that you gave and the wisdom you taught, that is the only treasure that can never be bought. The hours are moving like water in the stream, waking up slowly from a long heavy dream. Can you hear the acoustic guitar in the dark? This is the eternal protection of the spark.
We are standing solid through the test of time, way beyond the valley, way beyond the dime. Let the years pass, let the seasons change. We are floating high above the temporary rain, no longer chasing after things that will die. We are writing timeless stories in the open sky, deep in the spirit, completely crystal clear. There is no longer any fear. I spent my whole youth just trying to win, fighting the system from the outside in. Now I just sit back and look at the view, smiling at the kids who are building something new. I gave them the map, I gave them the key to build their own fortress and set themselves free. That is my victory, that is my design, a permanent monument outside of the line. Yeah, the test of time, everything fades except the impact you left behind. Track 17, the legacy is timeless.
only see the victory parades. They only see the gold on the walls. But nobody asked about the empty seats at the table. Nobody asked about the ones we lost along the way. Every empire has a price, and I paid it in full. Listen, looking at the calendar, the years went by so fast. I'm standing in a palace built from ghosts of the past. My childhood friends are gone, yeah, we took different roads. Some are sleeping under dirt, under heavy, heavy loads. I miss the birthdays, I miss the final goodbyes. Too busy fighting wars under dark, stormy skies. Now I got the world, but I cannot call your phone. Just a solitary king sitting on an iron throne. The silence in this mansion is louder than the crowd. I hope that you can see me now, I hope that you are proud. Hear the lonely cello crying in the midnight rain. The gold can never wipe away this deep, heavy pain. This is the cost of greatness, this is the price we pay. Walking through the fire just to win another day. Got the victory in my hand, but the tears are in my eyes. Standing all alone underneath the cold skies. No amount of money can buy it yesterday. Watch the heavy shadows turn to golden colors gray. Bleeding in the dark, but I'm holding up the frame. Forever carrying the weight of the name. I remember the basement where we used to share the bread. Now I'm eating luxury, but looking at the dead. I built this monument for you to see us win. Track 15. But you did not make it out of the place where we begin. I wear this heavy crown, but my spirit is so sore. Staring at the shadow by the heavy entrance door. The price of the admission was everything I had. Alone a successful man who is secretly so sad. Yeah, the cost of greatness. We made it to the top, but I wish you were here to see it. Track 18, the throne is lonely.
The gold in my hands no longer feels heavy, because I am no longer holding on to it. I am moving past the physical blocks, past the limits of the human clock. We turn the scars into constellations. This is no longer a human life. It is a legacy, listen. Floating high above the clouds, looking at the sphere. Every single painful memory is completely clear. I forgive the fake friends, I forgive the old enemy. They were just the fuel for this spiritual energy. No more tears for the things that I could not change. I am stepping way outside of the physical range. The crown on my head is now made of pure starlight, shining through the universe in the middle of the night. Can you hear the electric guitar cry in the sky? This is the moment where the legends never die. The gravity of the earth is losing its hold. Watch the final chapter of the story unfold.
I have reached my ascendancy, flying so free, leaving out a blueprint for the world to see. From the darkest basement right into the galaxy. This is the eternal code of my reality. No longer bound by the gravity and pain. I am watching everything inside the cosmic ray.
Look at the monument standing so high. Track 15. We are turning into a star in the open sky. I gave away the keys to the castle that I made, to the see, the flesh will fade, but the symbol lives forever. Track 19, moving into eternity.
Dark room, empty pockets, cold wind blowing. Remember how the story started in the dark? Well, the rain is still falling today, but I am no longer wet. I own the sky now. From zero to infinity, the circle is complete. Listen. Look back at a boy who was eating to sleep for dinner. Look back at a ghost who became the eternal winner. Every single tear that I dropped in the heavy mud turned into the royal and premium golden blood. They wanted a tragedy, they wanted a broken man, but everything followed the master celestial plan. I walked through the fire, I slept with the heavy scars. Now I am just chilling and walking among the stars. The piano was playing the melody from the start, but look at the wisdom inside of my beating heart. The shadows are gone, yeah, the light is completely bright. We won the long battle inside the heavy night. The circle is full and the story is well done. Started from zero, now shining like the sun. Independent empire standing so proud and high. We wrote our own destiny right in the open sky. No longer competing, no longer delayed or bound. The underdog finally captured your holy ground. Remember the name, remember the heavy cost. We found everything that we thought was forever lost. I gave you the blueprint, I gave you the iron key to step out of darkness and set your own spirit free. My monument stands in the granite and solid rock, forever alive outside of the human clock. I look at the basement, I look at the penthouse floor. It is time to go ahead and shut the final door. The movie is finished, the credits are starting the door. Peace in my chest and eternity in my soul.
Yeah, the full circle. The journey is complete. But for you who is listening in the dark, your track 1 starts today. Track 20, the movie ends.